Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarrior TV on YouTube. I am the CouchWarrior, and you are watching Aranis Arcana, a Skyrim Let's Play. When last we left off, we were on an overland adventure to the city of Riften. Right now we are on our way there to fulfill a contract for a mere child in Windhelm named Aventus Aretino. He has hired us to kill Gruella the Kind, who I believe is the lady who runs Honor Hall Orphanage there. He has some kind of vendetta, and we are currently posing as a Dark Brotherhood assassin, and we have taken that contract, and this is our gambit to try to find out who the Dark Brotherhood is, to immerse ourselves into the seedy underworld of Skyrim, and to maybe, if we're lucky, even find out who's trying to kill us. Oh, this guy's a problem. There we go. So at this point, we've just cut off the main road, and we are starting to follow this trail, going in generally east-southeasterly direction toward Riften, but we've got a lot of territory to cover here, and it's pretty treacherous. Lots of switchbacks. We can't see a lot of what's going on ahead of us, so we are going to have to be on our toes and very careful at this point. So whenever possible, I like to kind of cut across these switchbacks. Obviously, I make a point not to stay on the main trail. So cutting across the switchbacks quite often, it's, you know, a little bit tougher hike, but I can kind of see what's ahead. So we're going to go up here. There's a little high ground here. We'll get the rock face on our right. Maybe look down here over the trail and see what's coming up. We don't like surprises. I'm not sure if this is a rock face I can climb. I doubt it. And we'll scoot around here. Alright, there's a couple wolves. One down. Now, interesting that we got our conjuration level increase upon impact of the arrow. 2. Okay, we're going to cautiously approach. We do want to get the pelts, but we're exposed here. So we're going to get down there, we'll take the pelts and get back up into the trees. This is actually really a gorgeous area, this whole wooded area in the northeastern section of Skyrim. Oh, check it out. That was absolutely the right move. If we had strolled around that corner, we would have had 2 trolls breathing down our necks right away. Although at this point, I'm thinking we may have a use for these trolls. At our current pace, it could take us a while to get to Riften. But I am going to employ a strategy I've used in the past we're going to recruit these trolls and take them with us and let them clear the path for us. It'll allow us to move at a much more rapid clip. So the concept here is that we bring the trolls with us, and the trolls take out anything that might be a threat. So we got a couple wolves here. Make sure trolls are coming. Keep a sight line with them. And for some reason, they always naturally attack one another. They leave me alone, so this works out pretty good. Wolves aren't going to last long against trolls. Now, we're going to scoot up here. We'll let them follow us up this rock face, then I'll drop down the other side. That'll buy me some time to go get those pelts. I don't want to leave a pelt behind. Alright. So, one... Okay, where are my guys here? There they are. Alright, let's go, fellas. Let us go. And we don't want to get too far ahead of them, otherwise they'll drop off the pursuit. So every once in a while I'm going to just stop, turn around, take a look, make sure they're good and angry. If they're not coming, I may run back towards them temporarily to goad them on, but then we'll keep moving. Right, here's a couple more wolves. Oh, they're going to come at me, so I'm running back towards my trolls. And they would engage. Just wait for them to mop it up. So now I can get in here and even grab this pelt and still get out of here. The other thing I like about the trolls is that they move slow enough that I don't have to be at a dead sprint all the time, so I can conserve some stamina. I also can hear them because they're really noisy. All the breathing and huffing and thumping. It's pretty easy to track where they are at any given time, so I don't have to be looking back over my shoulder all the time. It's a little bit more difficult if you're trying to do this with spriggans or even bears. Bears make a lot of noise when they run in terms of thumping, but there's not, you know, the constant bellowing and stuff like that that the trolls do, so trolls are ideal for this. Also, I've found that bears are quite a bit faster. At least they seem to sustain a sprint for a longer period of time, so staying out of their reach is a little bit more dicey, but it can be done. Just make sure you have lots of stamina. Alright. Let's move on up in here. We're actually covering a lot of ground now. We're able to kind of... Look at that, necromancer. We're able to get off the trail and travel straight overland without too much concern, honestly. I guess I should be scared with a couple trolls following me, but it actually... I find it comforting. Comforting. Alright, here we go. See how they fare with Flame Atronach. Okay. We're just going to draw them across the path of that flame. I'm certain that the Atronach is going to attack them and they'll be engaged now rather than just chasing me. We're going to double back, take a look. Well, there's one of our trolls retreating. I don't know if we're going to get him back or not. But we've got one still engaged. So I'm going to try to move a little further out so the Atronach is not quite as concerned with me. And we still have a ways to go to Riften here, so I'm going to double back and make sure my troll is going to survive this battle. Obviously, I couldn't do this with a Flame Atronach, so it's in my best interest to make sure that the troll survives. There he is, and our Atronach is right here. I'm going to put one in her. I think we need to take her out before she spooks this troll completely. There, I think we did it. Alright, it's done. Now we got to make sure that we're pulling our troll back in. So we're going to run towards him. We'll pick him up again. Hey, bud. Good boy. Let's go. Hey, look, there's another one. Alright, I'm going to fire an arrow across his bow to get his attention, make him angry, let him know we're here. Come on, bud. We can have him join our crew. Oh, hey, look at that. There's a third. We'll get 3 in the crew. Well, look at that. There's another one. Alright. Now I got 4 trolls. There is nothing that's going to mess with me at this point, except perhaps maybe trolls. And we are rapidly approaching Riften. So we will charge right up the main road with our little army in tow. Come on, guys. This technique is something I've used before, and it's absolutely brilliant against bandits. When you meet groups of aggressive bandits in the wilderness, they run a lot faster and they've got, you know, big heavy weapons. But if you were to, you know, run a crowd of these trolls into a group of bandits, you know what? I don't think you'd have much left to clean up when it was all over. So, and you never know when you're going to hit those random bandits anywhere. So if you can gather up trolls like this, or a couple of bears or something like that, and even run, you know, right through the front gate of their fort or something like that, you can just cause all kinds of chaos. It's super fun when you can set up these situations, but it's not always possible. Alright, we want to stay in the guard's good graces here, so I drug them in. I better help take them out. I think we need to go to flame here, and I might be tapped out on flames. Yeah, so I had 1 soul gem left. We'll make some fire. Guards actually do pretty well against trolls. It's amazing. Guards are pretty tough. Alright. Oh, there's still 2 left. This is always dangerous, because all it takes is for me to hit 1 guard and I turn the whole city guard against me, and I don't need that right now. That would be a very bad way to start my investigations in Riften, so we're going to avoid that. He's done. Alright, that was interesting. Get some arrows back. Maybe we'll take some of this stuff too. All right. I was actually firing Angie's practice arrows during a period there, so I'm sure that was great. We'll take a little troll fat too. Good for the complexion. Ah, butterflies. Come here. Come here. There's usually some pretty good loot in these towers, and we have one dead guard down there. So I think she was assigned to this tower. This gives us sort of a free shot at this chest. I'm assuming that the stuff that's in these towers is loot that they've confiscated from travelers or contraband, things like that. I just seem to recall quite often being surprised by the things I find in these chests. Dang. This one's giving me trouble. Some decent stuff in there. So I think I need to give some consideration to how I enter the city here. As I've mentioned before, whenever possible, I like to find alternate ways in, especially if I'm on a mission, and I think that I am here. Whether or not I carry out this assassination now, or do it at all, depends a lot on whether or not anybody sees me enter and what the circumstances are. The only thing I'm unsure of at this point is I've never been to Riften before, and I'm not sure that it's possible for me to take an alternate path in if I've not been here once already. It seems to me that early on in the game, when you first arrive at Riften, they work pretty hard to try to steer you in a particular direction. So we're gonna test our options here before we go with a default. But before we do any of that, we're going to find a good location to sort of hunker down and wait for nightfall. Maybe this little island here. We'll hang out here. This is a beautiful spot. Have a little lunch, bask in the sun, wait until dark, and then we'll go investigate the docks and see if there's a way in there. If not, we'll go around, do the main entrance, and handle things as normal. Had to take the hood off for a while and get some sun on my dome. Riften is my favorite city in Skyrim. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the city itself or it's just the surrounding countryside. I love the perpetual autumn look of the forest here. I could just run around in the birch trees hunting all day long. It's super fun. I just love the atmosphere. All right. It's time to do this. Okay, we're going to equip some muffle. Leave it at that for now. Okay. I invested a few more points in stamina. I've got a nice round 200 stamina right now. I think the next time I go up a level, I will probably start investing in health now. I seem to have just enough magicka to cast the spells I need to for now. And, you know, a good amount of stamina for traveling and for using my bow. I think I need to work on health a little bit. You also notice I took the power shot perk. That one is a lifesaver. That's the perk that's going to stun our enemies and give us an opportunity for a second and sometimes a third shot before they get to us. So that one is a necessity, and I decided to take that one as quickly as I could. While I'm making my way around the docks here, I'm actually swimming underwater, just kind of poking around a little bit. What I'm actually looking for are Nordic barnacles, if I can find any. Hey, this is good too. orange dart wings. We're going to grab these orange dart wings. This goes with the blue dart wing that we captured in Chapter 2, Episode 1, or Chapter 2, Part 1. We can combine the orange dart wing and the blue dart wing and get our fortified pickpocket potion. We can also get that potion by combining a dart wing and a Nordic barnacle. So I was out here looking for barnacles for the sole purpose of crafting that potion, but I found another ingredient instead that works just as well. So this has worked out very well. Alright, let's scooch up here. Down a little muffle in case somebody sees us. There's somebody walking on the docks across from us. Let's have a little peek here. Okay, person just passed in front of these lit windows heading towards the corner. We'll let him go around the corner and then we'll move up. Okay, there's a guard here. We may as well not even try to sneak at this point. We'll see what he says.
Hold and stand down. If you want to get into Riften, use the north gate.
I kind of had a feeling this would happen.
My orders are to tell the riffraff to use the north gate. That's it.
Do I look like riffraff to you?
No. You can use the north gate.
In my fur,
you can head to the next
with
city.
my mohawk and my face paint, I look like riffraff. I'm the embodiment of riffraff, my friend. Alright, well, one other option we have is we might be able to cut through the meadery. Somehow I doubt that. Let's see who this is down here. Pretty sure
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to SEL-h. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to SEL-h. In the west, return it to them. It must go back.
SEL-h. Alright, we're taking this lexicon. This could be an interesting side quest for us at some point. Alright, let's go down here and have a look. Yeah, the perimeter of the city here looks more porous than it really is. Alright, well, we'll go upstairs here and see if we can cut through the meadery.
I won't go back to
My guess is it'll be one of those key required doors. If that's the case, then we'll just do the standard front door approach. And it is. Okay. So our path is laid out before us. We are going to the front door. So our entrance into the city will impact what we do next as far as this assassination is concerned. And we are hitting the 26-minute mark shortly here. So I think we're going to call it.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Well, dear viewers, we've reached the end of this episode.
For the privilege of
I
entering
thank
the
you for
city.
taking the journey with me, and until next time, may all that you do be swift, quiet, and deadly.
Keep your voice
And
down.
to
Want
all
everyone
Skyrim
to hear you?
assassins, I
let
salute
you
you.
in. Just let me
Silence
unlock
is
the
our
gate.
battle cry.
The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
You've been watching Aranis Arcana, a Skyrim Let's Play. If you liked this video, please rate, like, and subscribe. For more information on this and other CouchWarrior broadcasts, visit me on the web at www.couchwarrior.tv.